Hello everyone, welcome back to Crafty Krys. I am Krys, and today I'm going to be working with some of the SBC Fest dies. I'm going to be recreating this card that we made during the SBC Fest. Not exactly, but kinda. If you've been watching my channel, I've been posting some videos of where I was crafting along, but I didn't start recording when we were making this one. So we're going to recreate this, probably a little bit different than usual, but use some different colors. I don't remember if we used this Candy Smooth cardstock or which one we used, but we're going to play along, or we're going to craft along and see what we get. This is the 3D embossing folder that came with the kit. I believe this was Justin's kit. I did write on or back what it goes through for my Impress machine. So let's get crafting. We need to cut some balloons with some paper. First I'm going to run through this to see if I have any little pieces stuck in there, and I do not. So this is the card we are trying to recreate. Get this out quick. But he had an awesome technique to keep all these pretty much straight, so we're going to try that again today. Let's have a purple, yellow. How many balloons are there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We're not going to do that many balloons. Orange. Okay, well, we got 4. It's still quite a bit. Okay, so we're going to go with the second. Okay, we went with 4 colors. Okay. So I may not use this, and I may not use all of these, but that's okay. We will have it. I like the pink one, so let's cut that one out to be the biggest. Just see what I need here. What I love about this magnetic mat, when you put it there, it stays. Love that. Let's do the yellow for the next to the biggest. Ooh, I cannot cut a straight line to save my life. And then we have the orange. I'm going to leave these pieces out because we will use those for the cheers to you. And then purple. It's a pretty purple. Save all these pieces. Okay, let's go ahead and cut out, because I do still like to use these in the strings. So let's do that with white cardstock. Oops. And we're going to have 4 balloons and 3 strings, so we probably don't need 4 strings because we're going to kind of do it like this. So we may have, if we do something like that, if we do, we'll come back and do it again. Let me see if this will work on that one. I may go ahead and cut it because I'm going to have to cut more of these. No? I don't know what I'm doing. Okay, we'll just cut these out and see how it goes. I'm not really going in any certain order. Just going to put 2 on each. I'm going to put them long way since I cut that kind of short. Do I only have one E? So I have to cut the E out twice. So remember that. We have to cut the E out twice. Okay. Let's go ahead and cut out the cheers to you if it will fit on here, which I did get the large mat. That's just what came with the machine. I'm kind of glad I did get it. So everything just kind of fits on there. Fits on here. I think this is the 2 for the shadow. Yeah, so let's cut that out. Let's see. What do we have here? U is going to be this. Okay, so because I don't want 2 colors. Where's the S? The S is going to be that purple. E, so let's go with this, whatever color that is. Okay. Let's run this through our little machine. I do like the fact that you have to push the play button before you start, only because if your dies slip, even though it is a magnetic mat, it could still slip. Probably not right now because the magnetics is pretty strong. See how strong that was? Okay, let's assemble these right quick. Okay, so the 2 is the first. Let me get my little tweezers. Get my glue press here. If you watched my other video, you'll see me having to unclog this because it was the first time that it clogged with it being in the holder, which to me is still impressive after 3 months. Clogged one time. Oh, Mr. Piggy gets to make an appearance. Make sure when you are going to glue these, you can't, this has a beveled edge in this side. That way you know front and back. And I am not pushing hard at all on this glue press. I'm sure all this will be fast forwarded. That way it'll look like I'm doing this at record time. Put that there, and Since I have all this out, let's go ahead and glue our little things on. Okay, this here's the bigger one. I'm not going to glue the strings on just yet. Little dot go above. No, it goes below. Okay. So I'm just going to put a little bit of glue. And I do mean a little bit of glue. Oh, and that was cute. And don't forget, we still have the little purple one we just did not cut up. I don't know what you call that. Okay, so this is what Justin did to line these up, which I really liked. So, first off, make sure you spell it correctly. Okay, so we have cheers. Almost spelled it wrong. Oh no, look what I did. Goodness. Oh well. Well, I can switch these. Oh well. I was hoping not to do that, but it looks like I did. So we're just going to go with it because let's see which way the S is supposed to go. Yeah, okay, that's correct. Okay. We're just going to go with that because it's our card. We can do whatever we like. Okay, and this is just the mint tape. This is the 1-inch mint tape, as you can see, because each one of these little blocks is an inch. So he just did that. I know, very scientific. But I never really thought about that until after he did it. And then if you can see, it sticks on there and it's all going to be even. And then we glue it, and then we stick it to the card. Okay, so and then 2, I'm not going to worry about that much. But this kind of gives it even spacing. Because if I freehanded this, it would, I write like this when I write, it goes down. I write like this. Instead of straight across, my writing goes like, I've always done that. Does anybody else do that when they write? Leave me a comment. Let me know. Especially if you don't. Now, if I have lines, of course, I can go on the lines, but even then, I kind of messed that up. Now, I really like this. I'm just not sure I'm liking this plain background. I think that's what I'm not liking. Let me cut this out of some glossy black cardstock that I also have from Scrapbook.com. I think this was one of the very first paper packs that I bought from Scrapbook.com when I first started ordering from Scrapbook. So I think it was part of a bundle. Most of the stuff I'll order and buy is part of a bundle. So let's see what the black looks like. I have this little piece here. I'm going to cut it down 4.5. Oh no, that was the Gina K one, wasn't it? It was. So I need to pull out Master Layouts 1. And then the biggest die, which was this one that has the mint tape on it. Let's cut this out. And this may not work. But we're going to find out. Okay, I'm going to put this at an angle because they always tell us to. Say it's easier on your machine. I spent a pretty penny on this Empress. I do not want to tear it up. I don't think that would tear it up quick, but it would probably tear it up eventually. And I kind of need that to last me until I say bury me with it. I need it to last me eternity. Okay, let me put this back in the package because I do not want to misplace it. Okay. Here we go. Let's see how that looks. Oh, that looks good. I do like that, and it didn't really crack that much, so that's good. Okay, I think this will just make my balloons stick out more, and that's kind of what I would like. Let's see. Kind of this glossy. Now this one I'm going to glue straight to the paper. So, because I don't want to add any dimension to this one, I don't see a point. We may not actually add any. Well, I'm going to add a little bit of dimension because, well, I like dimension. Now, since this is the glossy cardstock, it does take a little bit longer to dry. Be patient, which I am not. That's why I cannot use the Tim Holtz Distress Oxides. I am not patient enough to use those. Ugh, I am not. Then I get ink everywhere, on my hands, on my table, on projects, and okay, let's let that dry for a second. And we'll go ahead and adhere these down. And you know what? I think I'm just going to leave them flat. I'm going to glue the yellow one down. Oops. I'm going to wipe that big old blob of glue off because that'll just seep out. Okay. I kind of like this one back here. I kind of want this to overlap. Now I'm not going to push this all the way down yet because I think, no, let's put that orange one on top of it like that. Yeah, let's do that. You know what I just not thought of? I shouldn't have put glue on the very tips of that. Let me not push that down yet. Okay. Make sure we have it right. Now this, it will not matter if we need to cut off the end of it. It's no big deal. It will not be the end of the world. And if it is, oh well, we had fun creating a card. Okay, we're going to put this one here. Okay, and this one I'm just going to slide up in here like it's part of this balloon. Oops, I just totally drug all the glue off of that. Okay. Oh, I didn't put any glue on it. We put a little bit of glue right there. Oops. Just a little bit. Okay. Let's put this down on here. I'm gonna hold that down. Oops. I think I glued my card to the table. Okay, now we're just gonna cut these little edges off. We don't need them. Let's go into the thank you come again bin, which is my little desk trash bin. Oh yeah, that looks cute. Okay. One good thing about this is you can kind of figure out where you would like everything. And then we have cheers, and then we have you. We can put you right there. Oh yeah, that looks good. Oh yeah, I like that. Okay. So what we're going to do is glue this. And oops. And try not to drop it. Okay. Put that down. Let's put some weight on here. Okay, and then the 2 is just that. I don't need a little piece of tape for that, but I will need some tweezers. A little reverse tweezers. And that will go there. I don't really need that to be too straight. What does Kathy Zelski say? Tools, not jewels. Okay, and then we're going to try to get this U right there. Okay, put this here. Okay, let's see if this is ready to come off. See how that just peels right off. Now save this, do not waste it. In fact, I'm going to save it just like that. Do not waste it. Put that on there like that. Oh, look at that. And then you can see the dimensions of the streamers, birthday streamers. I like that. Yeah, we picked out that card base. Okay. Oh, that looks so good. Okay, let's pop this up. Do you think we can get this on there without having to put the glue down? Let's make sure the card is opened correctly. Oh no, look. And that one's too long. We're going to trim that off just a little bit. Okay. Now I don't ever do that little bit with my Scrapbook.com scissors because that always gunks them up when you got to cut a little bitty thing off. Okay. Now let's see how straight we think we can get this. Boy, I hope if my card was straight on the desk. How's that? No, I'm kidding. Okay, there we go. How fun. And then you can easily stamp a happy birthday sentiment, which I think Did this come with a... No, not really. But you could just easily stamp a happy birthday on the inside of that and then write your note. But, okay, there we have it. Thank you so much for joining me today.
Thank you for joining me for today's video. If you're not a subscriber to my channel, I'd love to have you. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you don't miss any upcoming videos. And please be sure to follow me on all of my social media channels. Until next time, stay crafty, my friends.